Oh, hello everybody and welcome back to Spicy Saturday. This is a spicy edition of a kind of like a mini news type update, kind of bulletin. The fact is we've had the animations for Nova and Squirrel Girl drop, and also there's been some developments from the gifting event. There's also some other stuff going on in the community, but the fact is let's focus on those two things, the gifting event and as well when it comes to the animation. So let's check this all out. Also, just to let you know that when this video goes live, I'm going to be live streaming some PUBG Mobile, a bit of a different thing for Saturday. I'm having a little bit of a break today from MCOC as I'm doing intense arena grinding. So if you want to come by and chill, we're going to be having a few drinks and just relaxing. So come on by to the second channel, link is in the description down below. So the first time I was made aware of this kind of gifting event issue was when Maladar Gaming picked up on this thing with MMX Ivy Awakened. Now, if you do watch the video, link is in the description, you'll notice this, and obviously you're made very much aware of the situation. Gifting and a gifting event is a very competitive thing, and it has been such for the last 4 years that I can remember, each year becoming a little bit more competitive each and every time. Which sees certain summoners put in tens of thousands of dollars just to try and get that top rank. And obviously the one thing to point out is, nothing against anybody that does that. How you spend your money is totally up to you. But this is the point in time that we need change on this because there's a little bit of an exploit to this system, as I'm going to show now. In Maladar's video, as well as this from Allfather on Twitter, does indeed showcase some very odd types of people joining the alliance of, let's just face it, a master tier Alliance Wars alliance, and one obviously that's incredibly competitive and also incredibly successful. But yes, it does showcase some very odd people joining at random and taking the 30th spot in that alliance. Level 42 at 104 rating. Yeah, that's kind of odd, but what does that really mean? And again, to put you in the picture and explain exactly what Maladar does, you don't get rank rewards if you join an alliance and leave it. So if you wanted amazing amounts of points and rank rewards like the Thanos, like the Kang, the 6-star Kang, then that account is not going to get there because theoretically someone will rejoin back in, as you've seen many people joining in, at the end of the gifting event. They're not going to receive anything. So what is it exactly, what's in it for them? And the answer is no, there's nothing to gain. As Maladar says in this video, there's nothing for those different types of random accounts to gain once they've been put into that alliance. Because yes, they're not going to get the rewards. But the main thing that still remains is, well, what are these accounts all about? Are these certain ones that have extensive amounts of free-to-play units? Are they having some sort of units on them and then they're joining all of a sudden? Yes, there could be old accounts of some of the members there of this alliance, but there could be some other things as well. Is it breaking the boundaries of what is acceptable in the game? No, because there's not really kind of a great policy on it, unless there's proof that these have broken any kind of policy TOS. But again, like I can't prove that. I don't think anybody really can. Only the people in the alliance and also Kabam are the only ones that can find this out for sure. Now, if anybody's a little bit mad that I'm covering a kind of drama-related story or something that is more speculation, the fact is Kabam have had to make an announcement sort of based on this, but not completely sorting out the issue. So it's like understanding there is a problem, but at the moment dealing with it is the biggest issue at the moment. So Kabam Zibbit came out with something yesterday saying in order to keep the gifting event fair for those who are participating in good faith, a change is being made to the event. Accounts created after the start of this event are no longer able to obtain a gifting badge for the event. This change will be going into effect immediately. Thanks for understanding in this matter. Regardless of this change, it still hits on a hot spot because obviously a lot of those accounts that we featured weren't exactly the same types of others. And obviously those that are frustrated with other types of alliance will probably be those that take this event seriously enough to make it competitive for them. But obviously you're entitled to enjoy the game and pay into the game and do what you want with the game as long as you're not breaking the terms of service. So the fact is there's going to be some happy people, there's going to be some pissed off people, and there's going to be those that don't really care too much about this and really want to just focus on getting the alliance-based milestones as opposed to anything that's a really competitive rank. At the end of the day, I don't know if it's going to make a big difference because it could be a case that some of these accounts here are secondary accounts that maybe only have a few hundred units, maybe they've got a few thousand, and then they're joining the alliance, obviously they're spending, then going again. In some ways, people may go, well, that's not really in good faith to actually be fair, but obviously there's nothing stringently written in the terms of service that overly sorts this out, because if that was the case, wouldn't Kabam have banned these alt accounts at this point, like there and then, because they're breaching terms of service? The answer is no. So it's a bit of a sticky situation, and I do think that next year needs to be a good year of Kabam really looking at this and kind of going, right, well, what could we do for this situation that helps out those that want to spend a lot of money on the game and those that are free to play? And I've got a little idea, and I would welcome the comment section to come up with their own ideas, and hopefully Kabam can then come to this video and then look at the comments as well as watch the video and like kind of get an idea about maybe a way so that they can earn money, the spenders can spend, the free to play gets something that is a fun event that everybody gets inclusion, and everybody is happy at the end of the day. But let's try and sort this out. Okay, so here's my idea. Effectively, we're getting rid of the gifting badge, and when the 17th of December each year rolls around, there is a special festive crystal which can be bought in the unit store. So you get unit packs as normal, and the extras are you get a few of these special type of crystals, or you can buy X amount for X amount of pounds, but I think it might be good to kind of add them into a unit bundle. The next thing is that we get something called the festive crystal, which effectively is the greater gifting crystal, the value of it, but it's in the shape and form of something called the festive crystal, which can be bought in a crystal tab for 300 units, as opposed to us gifting it now. Also, there will be something called the Crystal Crush, or Festive Crystal Crush, an alliance-based event with no rank, but milestones that are fairer for players to get and shoot for. So, it's not about competition anymore, but the spenders will be able to get huge amounts of points. We've seen people get up to 1 mil. I'm sure that players and like high spenders will be able to get up to 2 mil, etc. And what that does, it satisfies Kabam's money-making side of things. It satisfies the spenders because they're guaranteed to get something good from it. And as well, for those that maybe want to participate, you've got the option of purchasing easy without having the rigmarole of saying, oh, I'm going to trade you this, and you send back something rubbish. And then you're like, oh, someone's just scammed me, and that is a better thing to do. But I know you're probably saying, well, Rich, that doesn't sort out the problem of people joining into alliances randomly and like the unfairness side of things. Well, that's the difficult side of things, and that's something Kabam would need to really look into. But what I'm really saying with that is that there'll have to be something put in place that you'll have to be in an alliance for X amount of time, similar to what they've just said, where say it's like 30 days you have to be in an alliance to get those rewards. So it's like saying like, right, well, you stipulated to no alliance-based movement for X amount of time. But again, that's something Kabam could do to look into the way that they do this, or say that you've got to be a certain level before you actually join into an alliance, or, you know, it's difficult to balance this, but I think that the idea is kind of solid. I'm not saying it's the best idea in the world, but the fact is it will be something that is fairer. We look at situations that we've had and something could be done better. So, you know, if Kabam, if you're watching, here's a little idea, but I'm sure that people will have better ideas in the comment section from the community. So have at it. And if you like the idea, then obviously let me know you like the idea. But as well, if you have a better idea, man, totally welcome anybody from the community. Basically letting Kabam know this is a better idea. Go for it next year. Let's make sure that we don't have any fallings out as we have had in this gifting event this year. That was nuts. And that's a good segue, because now we're going to talk about Squirrel Girl and Nova's animations. Man, they look really incredible. Now guys, go to the link in the description. Otrux has dropped this here. It's a little bit of a deep dive, a little look into the animations, which look pretty cool. That SP1 with the squirrels running towards, man, it's so cool. I really like it, the way that Kabam put the effort in. As well, the way that the tail works. There's some really decent work here with the design of these characters. Now, there's still a lot of, well, look, there's MSID stuff, but this is, again, due to, like, placeholder information and things, so you're not going to get some full names. And there's still a full 2-3 weeks until there's more information about this stuff, but the insane bleed ability, if that is indeed the case that the champion actually produces some amazing amounts of bleed, is going to be pretty impressive. Still, like, you know, there's still more to be seen. Okay, SP3 looks pretty fun. It looks like it's sending the squirrel to go and attack. It's after the nuts. Funny joke. But it looks like there's an extensive amount of bleed damage, which is going to be nice. Critical bleeds as well. Nova looks pretty fun, and a lot of the way that it works around with kind of charging up and Nova Force looks very, very exciting. SP2 there, I think that looks, again, pretty cool beam attacks. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what is next for Nova, and especially the game, because this looks with like a few Furies, it's going to be pretty darn powerful. And not to mention the fact that the champion gets unblockable as well, so that's something to watch out for. Obviously, for more information, check out the link in the description down below for the Nova and Squirrel Girl animations, all the topics when it comes to gifting. And yeah, thanks very much for watching this video. I appreciate it, and I'll see you maybe on the live stream on the second channel. Thanks. Bye-bye for now.